where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I just want to do a little bit of an energy update and check-in. You guys know that I do main collective readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I also like to create these mini readings in between those main collective readings as I'm feeling guided to do so. So that is what we are doing here in today's video. I am going to start today by shuffling the energy oracle cards, and I'm going to leave it a little bit open-ended. So if you would like to set specific intentions for the reading, I recommend first of all, subscribing to the channel, as this does allow me to pick up on your energy in a more specific way, but also you can set intentions personally by thinking them, speaking them, writing them down, or putting them in the comment section, whatever feels most resonant for you personally. So the first card I have here is the contract card, and I'm hearing a soul contract, but you don't know where it's going. So for someone specific here, there is a soul contract in your life, meaning someone who you decided as a soul prior to incarnating here that you were going to meet or connect with in this lifetime. So you felt, of course, as souls incarnated, we do experience the veil of amnesia, meaning we don't consciously remember all of our intentions that we held prior to incarnating here. And I see that being the case. So it's almost like you're feeling really drawn to connect with someone, to meet someone, or to continue meeting or connecting with a certain person, but you don't know exactly why. So there's something deeply subconscious going on here on both sides. There's this sense of being really drawn to each other, but it's almost like you're blind to the meaning of this connection. You might even notice that this particular person is someone that you typically wouldn't invest a lot of time or energy into. So this could be a friend, a family member, it could be a romantic situation. Take it however it's connecting. Of course, at the end of the day, it's your intuition that is the compass for your life experience. So always listen to your intuition above all else. But regardless of the nature of this connection, there's this sense of mutual pull, this desire to connect, this desire to be in each other's lives, but this feeling as though you don't know exactly what the purpose is here. This may be someone that is not someone you would typically invest this kind of time or energy into, as I said earlier. For example, if this is a potential romantic option or person, this might be someone who goes against your usual type in dating, either physically or personality wise. This might be someone that you typically wouldn't be interested in or attracted to. If it's a friend, this might be someone that you typically wouldn't meet or connect with or want to be friends with, and yet there is this pull. It could be a business collaboration. There is this feeling of unknown, almost like being on a roller coaster, not knowing where it's going to go, but feeling this sense of excitement that you can't quite place. Now we do have the Deceit card and also the Root chakra. Okay, so I'm going to get some clarifiers. What is this root chakra card? So there's something very grounding and stabilizing about this connection. It's really connecting with your root chakra energy, meaning you almost feel a deep sense of peace in the presence of this person or situation. They really ground you in some way, and or this might be someone that provides you an outlet physically, someone that you physically connect with, spend time with. Maybe you do physically grounding things with this person, like going for a walk in nature, or even just going out together somewhere, kind of being in the world or exploring the world. Or maybe that's part of the potential of this connection. Yet, we also have this attachment card here in deceit. So there is something hidden here and something heavy. Something hidden and something heavy, and also the need to be patient in the unfolding of this. I'm hearing what this appears to be now is small compared to what it could potentially grow into. So there is that feeling of mutual pull and excitement, but also the need to relax into the steady unfolding. I'm hearing nature doesn't worry about how quickly the seed is going to grow. It trusts that it's going to grow into what it is meant to be. And that's the same thing with this connection. It's going to grow and flourish according to its nature, according to whatever it is meant to be in your life. And you can derive a sense of peace and calm from that knowing, because I almost feel there might be a tendency with the mind to want to jump in here because there is that mutual pull and find words to describe this or overlay logic on it or try to figure it out. What is the correct way, the most aligned way to navigate this connection? Whoa, the yin yang card to move forward in balance and harmony, but also to realize this is a high level soul connection of some kind. Now, this is my number one twin flame card in the deck, but this also can represent high level soulmates. It means there is a lot of energy flowing back and forth between you and this person. But the fact this card is upright speaks to the harmonious nature of this soul connection. So it's like a connection between souls that's ready to be harmoniously manifested in the physical world. But again, that has to happen in nature's timing, in a very steady, gradual unfolding that you are relaxing into and not forcing here. Now, it's very interesting because this attachment card and the deceit card are really creating a little bit of confusion in this reading. Something is hidden and something is heavy. That's what we've been picking up a lot. So let's channel into that. Okay, what is hidden or heavy? Which one of these wants to come out first? Okay, I really do care even though I don't show it. So that might be what's hidden. What might be hidden is the level that this other person cares about you. The level of feeling that they have here might be hidden. There's something about this in the physical that looks very light, very on the surface. Even if this is potentially romantic in nature, I'm getting the sense that that depth isn't necessarily evident to the human eye or just perceiving the physical interaction, the physical conversations. There's a depth here that you're both feeling subconsciously, energetically in the soul that isn't really yet being shown physically. There's also, I keep hoping I bump into you everywhere I go. So what's hidden is that someone cares more than they're letting on. And what's heavy is someone longing, someone looking for you everywhere, hoping that they'll run into you. So this means there must be some kind of disconnect physically, emotionally, mentally. There's some kind of space, some kind of separation here. Maybe you live apart from this person. Maybe there's some kind of obstacle here. I feel this longing is a bit hidden as well. And the Fool. The Moon, and I'm going to pull one more card here. The interesting thing about this connection is right now it seems to kind of live in this idealistic space. Yes, there's that grounded element to it where there's something about this person's presence or this connection, even if you're at a distance, that's very grounding to the both of you, but it also might appear to be very on the surface. Yet beneath the surface, there is this deep subconscious and soul connection. This may even be a twin flame and a soulmate. I am picking up that one in this connection, most likely the other, because you finding this reading video most likely means you are more open spiritually. You are most likely someone who's gone through a conscious spiritual awakening. I almost feel like this person you're connecting with is an unawakened twin flame or an unawakened soulmate. So someone who hasn't yet gone through a spiritual awakening, and yet they feel this deep subconscious pull to you. Part of why they've not allowed themselves to go through this awakening is there's been a lot in their physical life that's really required a lot of their attention. I'm getting the sense they're going through some kind of stress, specifically financially or in the workplace with the Five of Pentacles here. And they perceive you as being in this very independent, thriving energy, whether that's materially thriving or just this energy of freedom around you. They long to know what you know. They long to be tapped into the energy that you're tapped into. But that's also something that's hidden here. Part of what's heavy is this is an unawakened soulmate or an unawakened twin flame that, yes, feels this deep subconscious pull to you, but it is also longing not only for you, but for the energy that you have access to and the spiritual wisdom that you have access to that they haven't yet learned to access for themselves. And I feel there's almost a bit of a hidden insecurity here that weighs on them, feeling as though you are almost above them in some sense that does highlight some of their insecurities. Now, of course, we're talking from an ego level here because you're not literally above this person, but you have gone through a spiritual awakening that has opened you up energetically and allowed you to access certain levels of spiritual wisdom and manifesting ability that this person hasn't yet learned to access. And I'm almost feeling too proud to ask. So this is someone who almost longs to ask you how you do it, how you know what you know, and yet they are dealing with a little bit of a pride thing here where it's almost like they wouldn't want to ask for your guidance or your support or your advice because they very much want to. I'm getting a lot of masculine energy here. This person might be a masculine, whereas you more so might be the divine feminine in this kind of connection. And they might be someone who really wants to be that kind of emperor masculine, someone who's very stable, very secure, very confident, and has access to the same spiritual power that you have as the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. But the thing is, they haven't closed that gap. They haven't gone through the necessary awakening to close that gap. And again, I keep picking up a little bit like a hint of pride here on this person's end where they might be feeling like it kind of hurts their pride that they're not yet where you are spiritually or in the world or in terms of the kind of knowledge that you have or the kind of spiritual access that you have. So there is this kind of tangled up longing where it's not just a longing to connect with you, although that's a major part of it, but it's also this longing to be more evolved spiritually themselves and to have more figured out in their life than they feel that they do. And all of this, again, does feel extremely hidden. There also might be a choice this person is making that you are not aware of or that's hidden here with the indecision card. Maybe this is the choice to fully awaken here spiritually, to fully lean into this. If there is some kind of distance, disconnect, or obstacle that might be weighing on this person's mind, and they may have gone back and forth about whether or not they were going to fully lean into this because of that disconnect. But I'm getting the patience card. So the guides here are asking you to be patient with that decision process, to allow this person to shift out of whatever has been heavy on them, whatever has been weighing on them, that may have been leaving them a little bit unbalanced at times with the angel of balance. And I want to know, what is this person ultimately going to decide here? Okay, I'm trying to release the need to connect with the superficial. So if there was a third party involved here or another karmic feminine, this is someone deciding to fully release that person or connection and lean in towards you, divine feminine, regardless of it possibly not making logical sense to others that they're doing this, they're releasing the need to be understood by others or even to make sense logically and to follow their heart here. If that doesn't resonate, this may be the fact that they're feeling something so rare and unique about your divine energy that they are deciding to release any other potential options romantically in the dating world and to fully pursue you 100%. Again, this choice could be very different from person to person, but until this choice is fully made, you might feel as though this door to romance is a little bit closed or things are a little blocked off here. But again, ultimately, reading into the strongest, most likely futuristic timeline potentials, it seems like this is someone who's going to feel as though you completely have a hold over their heart and is going to want to step into some kind of new beginning with you here. And this does seem to involve making solid plans as well. I'm not sure why that's coming up, but maybe this is making solid plans to meet up, to communicate more consistently, to see each other, to travel together, whatever this is for you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards here and channel a few more messages about this person's innermost thoughts and feelings. But before I get into that, I want to let you know that I've created a powerful tool to help you shift the energy around this situation and manifest your highest timeline in love. And this is my Love Magnetism Subliminal. Subliminals are powerful energy clearing and manifesting audio meditations that contain unconscious spoken affirmations that are embedded within other sounds, tones, and frequencies, which allows the affirmations to bypass the conscious filter of the mind and make deeper, more lasting impressions on the subconscious mind, which is so powerful because it's actually the subconscious mind that controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So when we shift what's happening in the subconscious, we can magnetize ourselves for our desires and shift our energy very quickly and effectively. Personally, I started seeing the most powerful results, shifts, and changes in my own life when I started meditating with subliminals regularly several years ago. And prior to that, I had tried many different manifestation tools, and nothing worked for me nearly as well as subliminals. So if you haven't utilized them before, I definitely recommend giving them a try. I've become so passionate about them that I've now created my very own subliminals app, Sound and Soulful. So as you can see on the screen, on this app I have over 100 subliminals for every area of life. So there are subliminals for mood, mindset, money, appearance, manifestation, love, relationships, business, energy clearing, and so much more. And when you sign up for a 7-day free trial account in the app, you get access to every subliminal I've created in 10 different background sound options. You can create your own custom private playlists, and you can even read the affirmations while you are listening. So specifically for this reading, I would most highly recommend my subliminal for Love Magnetism, which is designed to unlock and clear out any blockages you might be storing in any of the 7 chakra centers when it comes to love, really allowing you to align with that supercharged magnetic unconditional love frequency to attract in love, positive attention, support, and opportunities into your life. Of course, it can also be utilized to help you manifest a deeper connection with a specific person in your life romantically. So if you would like to sign up for a 7-day free trial account in the app to get access to this subliminal and all of them I've created, the link to do so is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so let's channel a bit more about this person's innermost thoughts and feelings. So what is this person feeling about you on the deepest heart level? So we have the Ten of Wands. There is a lot on this person's shoulders. This also feels like something that might be hidden and heavy, going back to those two words. They may not have been open to you yet about how much is weighing on them. And yet, through all of that, they've been doing some deep soul searching with the Hermit here. This is someone who I'm hearing you've caused them to stop in their tracks. You've caused them to pause and to really go within themselves, to start introspecting, to really start actually initiating that spiritual awakening. It's interesting because I referred to this person previously as a bit unawakened, as a soulmate or twin flame, but now it's coming out that you've caused them to kind of stop in their tracks symbolically, to start going within themselves, and this awakening actually is beginning here. But I also see that one thing they're dealing with is a lot of self-doubt, which once again I feel they've been hiding a bit. There may have been a specific karmic feminine from their past, if they are a masculine, who came up as the Queen of Cups reversed, who was very superficial and kind of connected to them in an unawakened way, or triggered some of their wounded masculine energy here. And this might be part of what's creating this self-doubt. Those past experiences with that karmic feminine might be making this masculine wonder whether they're really able to handle an opportunity here with a divine feminine like yourself, and yet they carry that potential to become the emperor, which is interesting because I did a previous reading before this one on the channel where we used almost that same phrasing, that they are holding the potential to become an emperor. So that's been kind of a theme of the last few readings, and one that I'm sure we'll still channel more information on in the future. It's interesting because you connect with them in an entirely different way than that karmic feminine from their past that might be relevant for some of them, that Queen of Cups reversed, because you actually trigger their awakened masculine energy. That's what their own personal spirit guides are trying to get them to realize, that the reason they feel so peaceful, so grounded around you, and yet so intrigued by you is because you are connecting with them in an entirely different way than any other feminine they've ever met or connected with. You are triggering their healing. You are triggering their awakened masculine energy that's sending them on this spiritual awakening process that's ultimately leading to the Ace of Swords here, to clarity, a breakthrough, powerful communication. So the more that this awakening takes place within this person, which you've already planted the seed for, the more things are going to become clearer to them in the physical 3D world. And as they consciously experience more of that clarity, I also see them strengthening and clarifying and intensifying their 3D communication and interaction with you. But a strong message coming through is, again, that patience card, really allowing yourself to let this unfold naturally because you've already planted the seed here, to allow this person to process the energy, to allow that energy to make them feel more clear about you, about the meaning of this connection, and about how to move forward here as that emperor self, that emperor version of themselves, that interacting with you is actually triggering and activating within them. Okay, so this feels like a beautiful place to close the reading. I hope something here resonated with you in a personal way. If so, I would love to hear from you in the comments under the video. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I post more energy updates, inspiration, and information. Of course, if you do feel guided to utilize my subliminal meditations to shift your energy and manifest more quickly and effectively in your life, the link to download the Sound and Soulful Subliminals app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy. Have a beautiful remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.